Thank you very much for your presentation. It was really, really illuminating. I just was wondering, well, two things. Can you tell us about the PC? Because I know you all work with Macs, but can you tell us how, you know, the best software to do this kind of thing on a PC? And then just to follow up what she said, I mean, general use of logos, video clips, images that are content that are possibly proprietary to someone else. For you know, a single individual citizen to do this, what kinds of dangers or legal issues do we need to be aware of?
I think, Karina, it is true that I'll just say, just as a brief thing, is that a lot of people who are dealing with web video do use Macs, partly because they've been so well designed to actually interact with video and multimedia. On the other hand, there is a whole slew in PC environment, and Karina, I know, is a PC person. And
well,
could lay
the
that
government's PC. But we have there's a thing called Windows Movie Maker, which is free and comes, and it's essentially like the Mac free software as well, where you can dump things in. So if you're working with small content and not doing anything terribly fancy, it gives you all the tools you need. And Final Cut is also available for PCs, I believe now.
No, I don't know. Well, Avid, there's a free Avid.
It's the Avid accompaniment.
And Adobe Premiere.
And Adobe Premiere is another, and I think Adobe Premiere is in the $400 range, so it's not terribly expensive. But I think on the public domain copyright issues.
Well, on the copyright stuff, it's important to note that the whole YouTube issues of late really don't reflect a change in copyright law per se. That YouTube has its own licensing deal, and they have their own issues as to how they want to deal with Viacom and CBS and so forth. I have yet to hear an individual getting pinched over fair use. I'm sure it's happened and so forth, but especially in the political realm, if you're taking small amounts of video, I mean, one would need to if you really want to cover yourself, consult with an attorney. But and Will would be the expert here, actually. But when you're doing a campaign ad or what have you, you're pretty safely within fair use.
Although one of the only things that they can knock, one of the only things they can use to knock an ad off the air for the First Amendment is copyright. It's just, it trumps everything.
Go, sorry.
What I was saying is that in the protected speech category, one of the only times there's no appeal on an ad being taken off the air by a station is when you have a copyright violation. So on the old school traditional media side, we take great pains, but you know, First Amendment, go for it, but I think you need to be careful.
That's great. Will is a media consultant who's got a lot of experience in this.